Very happy to meet us once again. And this evening, we want to examine how to cut costs in school business. One of the challenges that school owners are facing nowadays is this issue of the, unbearable costs that we are often, face the variable cost and the fixed cost in running our schools. And I think it is wise to look for a way of reducing this cost to the barest level, so that at the end of the day we will be able to come up with tangible profits. But whether we like it or not, one of the aims or one of the targets should be how to maximize our profits in this business. Okay, as a businessman or woman, no matter it may be, since we are not running charity organization, even if the charity organization nowadays, they look for a way of making certain amount of money in order to be able to put to make the organization to be running smoothly. Okay, so how can we reduce the costs and to reduce the overhead costs in our schools? Okay, one of the ways in which we can do is to use ICT. ICT will mitigate the effect of these costs by reducing them drastically, making them to become bearable for us as school owners. And one of the ways to do that, like I said before, the ICT will come up with paperless operations. So under the paperless operations, I think it is good to examine the lesson notes today, or lesson plans. Okay, under the lesson plans or lesson notes, as we all know, or we should know, that one of the primary assignments of our teachers is to teach our students in the classrooms. In the process of teaching them, they give them, note of lesson at the end of the day. And being the fact that the parents at home, they are much more interested in knowing or seeing what their children wrote or jotted down during the lesson, much more than the explanation that the teacher gave in the school. So we can take that fact away, and as much as we can take the fact away, we need to look for a way of getting the notes, note of lesson across our students, and we want to do in such a way that will be, it will reduce the cost. So to do that one now, thank God for the ICT that has come into place and that have been helping us in the area of this education of a thing, making life so comfortable for us. So with ICT nowadays, we can actually get a way around it by reducing the cost that we are running. We are using to run the schools. And this is how it will be done. Let me put it like that. So if you go online, you search for lesson notes. I'm talking about prepared ones, lesson notes, e-lesson notes. You will see them. They are virtually everywhere nowadays, which you can get at a very cheaper amount of money. And if you don't mind, you can actually get it from us also here, at a token amount of money. You can get prepared e-lesson notes, and you can hand them over to your teachers. Then you give them little tutorial on how to copy and paste those lesson notes to teach in the classrooms. So the burden of now writing the lesson note will be completely taken off their necks. And if that one is done, which means we have little things to still be doing in the schools, as in, because this is one of the major things that teachers do in the school or in the schools, the issue of teaching the student in the classrooms. So the issue of lesson notes have been taken off, and if you can still go a little bit further and you provide the flat screen or flat screens in your classrooms, so writing on the board also will be taken off again, which means that anytime they want to give the student the project on the board, taking off the lesson note, number one, taking off the writing on the board, number two, the attendance register, taking that one also off by the system, the filling of records, scheme of work, lesson plan, note of lesson or lesson note, and all those ones. Once all those records that we are doing, I'm talking about recurring things, most operations that we do factually every day. Once those things are taken off their neck, they have little things to still be doing. And with that one, little hands or fewer hands will not be needed to carry out the same assignment that many hands have been carrying out before. So with that one, the cost that we are going to incur on teachers' salaries alone will be completely reduced to the BRS level. When you look at very closely, we discover that most of the schools nowadays, 70 to 80% of total income in the schools, is being gone into teacher salaries alone. And with that one breaking, it will be so difficult. But with this less plan of a thing, we can actually get a way of reducing your costs, the expenditure that we have been incurring on the teacher salary to maybe 50%. Okay, we have two fashions of it, two fashions. Number one, we have the e-lesson. The two of them are also e-lesson note, but one is just the e-lesson note alone that not be prepared inside the database, which actually, if you actually at the end of the day, if you like our whatever our software, at the end of the day, we can actually instruct the teachers on how to be copying and pasting the lesson notes, instead of writing them again. And this issue of copying and pasting also just for one section. First term, second term, third term. Once that one is done, the lesson notes that be set up in your school, they don't need to be copying and pasting again. Okay, the subsequent will just be modification. And the second version also is still e-lesson note, but just that this one have been prepared inside the database already. They don't need to be doing any copying and pasting. They don't need to be doing any whatever. The only thing we'll be doing with this one subsequently just modification where necessary. So with that one, a lot of things have been taken off their shoulders. And with that one, they will have little things to still be doing at the end of the day. And you can actually lay out some of them. Okay, you can lay out some of them. Where three people have been working before, if one person can handle that the same work now and still maintain the same standard, then why will you go for the three then? You will better stay with only one and actually pocket the money for the other, to use the money for some other things in your school. Okay, so if I thought we have questions on this thing, because I'm sure some of them might need more explanations on it, kindly reach out to me. I'm always available to answer your questions. My name remains Opeyemi Philip, and I am yours sincerely. God bless you. Bye for now.